Good morning. Buenos dias. What's up? So, if you missed yesterday's vlog, I mentioned at the end that I went ahead and took my blood sugar on Saturday night. And that's because I felt like I needed to know where I was. So when I wake up on Monday and I take my Enumbrel, I can clearly see if it's the Enumbrel causing issues or if it's just my body. So last night, again, spoiler if you don't want to know, last night my blood sugar was 130. This morning, my blood sugar was 135. Now don't pay attention to the times. I can't remember if I changed the time on this meter. You guys. This tells me two things. Number one, the inflammation's under control. And number two, the problem I've had for the last few months has been that Humira. And again, I was watching Dr. Barry's, he did a live stream about a month ago about a new study about diabetes. And it's basically just regurgitating what everybody else has said. But he was talking about it. He's like, if you can do this in like 30 days. And I'm like, but that's not working for me. And then I realized all of the time, like the 2 times that I have had issues with elevated blood sugar that wasn't because my diet, it's been because of medication. And I'm like, if I had just if I had just put 2 and 2 together back in February of 2018, I wouldn't be here right now. Like, we wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be still struggling. I would have realized it was the mycophenolate. I could have asked for something else. I wouldn't have had to come back on insulin. I wouldn't have gained all my weight back. So it's like, I'm just so frustrated. I'm just so frustrated. But at the end of the day, I can't go back and change the past. The past is the past. It happened. Now I know going forward, before I take new medicine like this one, I need to look up the side effects. Because if it causes hyperglycemia, I'm not going to take it. So, yeah. But guys, it's days, I'm on day 8. This is the start of day 8. No, this is we're halfway through day 7. And my blood sugars are already in the low 100s. I don't think I'm going to have to go 40 days. Not going to put the cart before the horse. We'll see what happens tomorrow. And I mean, if it goes up and then comes back down, I'm okay by that. But if it goes up and it doesn't come back down, I'm not okay with that. So, and I'll even give it into Tuesday to see. But we're talking about a weekly injection. So if we're going to have 2 days out of 7 where my blood sugar is elevated, I don't know. You guys will have to let me know what you think about that. Because there has to be something. There has to be something that helps. That doesn't cause hyperglycemia. So anywho, we are under a severe thunderstorm watch. Did I tell you guys it's 11? God. I woke up at 8:15 or 8:30. So got up. Rob was going to help me do my legs and my armpits. I don't shave anymore. I stopped shaving when I went on immune suppression therapy. So I use hair removal. I normally like Veet, but we've been using Nair. So he helps me with that. And so he was on the treadmill, so I had to wait till he was off the treadmill so we could do that before I got in the shower. So I fixed a card that I worked on yesterday that looked like ass. Now it looks less like ass, but it's still not like where I would want it to be. But I'm dealing with, like, I don't know. My creativity is a little absent. But anyway, So yeah, so I am going to go edit yesterday's vlog. It's going to go up at like 4 p.m. by this point. Get some water in me. I'm going to set a timer. I said that yesterday and I didn't. I'm going to set a timer for every hour to make sure that I'm at least having a big gulp of it. Because yesterday I had 2 of my tumblers and 1 large tea from McDonald's. Unsweetened tea, by the way. So yeah, all right. Glasses on? No, I gotta do my skincare. Oy vey. Oy vey. So my plan for today, I guess we talk about that, is I have 1 more video to film, which will give me 4 videos to edit. Now, only 1 of those has to go up tomorrow, so it takes top priority. The rest of them can go up, you know, they can be, I just want to get most of the editing done. And then, unfortunately, there's no sun. Like, there's absolutely no sun. My craft room is a cave. So what I'm going to probably have to do is just take pictures under artificial lighting, which I don't love. It's all I used to do, and then I wanted something different. You see all these pictures on Instagram where people are taking these beautifully staged photos in natural lighting, and that's not my style. Like, I love what I do now. If you guys have never seen one of my pictures, I'll try to remember to insert a clip. But I like, it's like little, they're called slime balls. They're literally just colored little balls. And I like to like coordinate them with the card. I just feel like it's more my style. It's more whimsical and stuff. So yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna go do my skincare. I'm gonna go get some water. I'm gonna edit, and then we'll see what happens. So yeah. 1:35, I'm so excited. I'm not gonna take it again until nighttime. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, definitely not taking it again. I'm still gonna wait to take my ketones. I don't think they could be that high yet. Yeah. All right. Bye for now. Hello, friends. It is almost 9:30. I honestly think it's because I don't talk a whole lot, and then I talk a lot to you guys, and my brain's like, oxygen, give it to me. Okay. It's 9:30. We are officially on I'm officially on day 8. Week 1 is done. I am feeling good. I took a 2-hour nap earlier, hour and a half nap earlier. I was all of a sudden just really, really tired. So I slept and been awake for, I think I slept like, I don't know, 4 or so. If I sleep on the couch, I don't sleep nearly as long as I do in the bed. Because the couch, I get so, what's what I'm looking for? Like the couch, it's comfortable enough, but I get really stiff. Because I sleep against the arm, like I put my head on a pillow against the arm of the chair or the couch. What? It's like I haven't poked myself in 10 years and I can't figure it out. What the hell? Okay, so I am going to share with you a story since I haven't really talked much today. As we take the blood sugar back in, holy fuck, you guys, 124? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh please Lord, baby Jesus, please let this keep going. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my word. Okay, story time. So back in 2012, summer of 2012, Rob and I had lived here for about almost a year. Actually, let me tell the one about the house first. So Rob started looking at this house in October of 2010. He's always been one to just look at randomly at real estate listings. Don't ask me. It's not something I do. He was fascinated with real estate before Zillow was cool. So he showed it to me. I'm like, yeah, okay, it's a nice house. And we were trying anything that we could do to get a house because we had lost his house. Well, I shouldn't say we lost it. In December of 2009, maybe it was the 1st of January, Chase was our mortgage. And we had been paying $900 a month for his mortgage, which we were able to pay. Barely, but we were able to pay it. And then we got a note saying that it was going up to like $1,400 a month. And that was just something we couldn't afford. And it was right around the time that Obama had that first time home buyers credit or whatever they did. So we filed our taxes. We got a pretty hefty return. I think it was like $4,000. So we used all of that money to put into the house to sell it. And we put it on the market like on a Sunday, and it sold by Friday. Like, it was really quick. And then we were trying to find places to move to, but we didn't want, we were looking for like I don't know why weren't we looking for an apartment? I don't remember, but we were looking for like, because neither one of us had jobs. That's why. We were looking for like a long-term motel. Like, we looked at a couple of those. It's going to cost us like $1,100 a month. And his sister offered for us to move in with her. And that's a story for a different day. So anyway, we moved into the apartment, I think it was September of 2010. And it was a shitty ass apartment. I'm not gonna lie to you. In fact, when we moved out, Rob was like, I didn't want to tell you until we were gone, but I stumbled upon the First 48 the other day, and the apartment complex was on it. And I was like, oh, that's great. So anyway, he started looking at this house in October. And at the time, he didn't have a steady job. He was doing like temping, and he was at ADT, I think. And so he was driving all the way over to Grapevine from Garland every day. So he's like, hey, I saw this house, and he just kept looking at it. And then in the spring, like, I don't know, probably March, April in 2011, we thought, okay, maybe we can start looking at houses. And we were going with, what's the guy that with the cigar? Those of you in Dallas know who I'm talking about, where they help you find a house or whatever. We went to them, and we were almost going to go with them, but something just didn't work out. So I was sitting at home trying to figure out, what can we do? Because we didn't have a down payment. That was the issue. So I finally thought, okay, let me call my tribe and see what we could do. So they have a home buyers program where it's basically a second mortgage, but it's your down payment and your closing cost in a second mortgage with a very low monthly payment. So we went through that, and like I said, he had started looking at it in October of 2010. When we put our offer in June of 2011, it was still on the market. It was a foreclosure and it has pink brick. And I was like, when we started looking, I was like, I don't want a foreclosure. I don't want a house with pink brick. And we looked at this house, and I just wasn't impressed. You guys see it now, but when we bought it, like, it looked like the bathroom. Beige carpet. Yes, there's carpet in the bathroom. Beige walls, beige ceiling, beige, beige, beige. We were really lucky because the bank owned it, and they came in, and at least they tried to fix it up. So we put our offer in, and then my realtor calls back, and he's like, there's another offer. And I'm like, of course there is. So I think we'd gone down like $5,000 under. I was like, just go in full offer, asking price and everything, and we'll figure out what we're going to do. So we ended up getting it. Well, so the pool wasn't working, so they agreed to fix that. The air conditioner stopped working like the day we walked in the door, so the bank was agreeing to fix that. So we put our offer in and got accepted at the 1st of June. And something they couldn't get the air conditioner fixed. Like, they couldn't figure out what was going on. They couldn't get the air conditioner fixed. And like, Rob and I had come over one night and just to see what was going on. And like, someone had used the bathroom and used a towel to wipe their ass after shitting in the toilet and just left it. I mean, it was awful. It was so awful. And they couldn't figure out what was going on with the air conditioner. So one night I had this crazy ass dream, like a crazy ass dream. I had a dream that someone had gotten into the attic and stole all of the copper wiring out of our attic. And I woke up the next morning and I called my realtor and I said, listen, Sam, I said, you're going to think I've lost my mind. I said, but I had a dream that someone had gotten in the attic and stolen all the copper wiring, and that's why the air conditioner's not working. He's like, well, I'm pretty sure that's not it. He's like, but it doesn't help to alert. Well, look, he called me 2 hours later and he's like, Misty, he's like, someone had gotten in the attic and stolen all the copper wiring. And I was like, whoa. And that's not the first time I've had I don't know that I'm going to call it a psychic dream, but basically a foretelling. What am I trying to say? My uncle had gotten really sick. Like, we didn't, my mother, she was really good about not telling us anything that was going on. So my uncle went in the hospital at the beginning of 1 month, and they didn't tell us what was going on. We just knew that he was in ICU. He was very, very sick, but they didn't tell us what was going on. So I had a dream that he died. Like, it was like, I don't know, 2 weeks later or something. And I had a dream that he died, and I didn't tell anybody. Like, I just thought it was a nightmare. And 2 weeks later, he had a massive coronary and he died. And come to find out, he had had a heart attack the first time around. And so my mother was like, well, why didn't you tell me? And I was like, well, I didn't think anything of it. And I've had dreams like that periodically. And when I've had my tarot read, or I've had my, like, you know what I'm talking about. I've had several people tell me that I'm a seer, and if I could probably develop that skill, but your girl don't want to. Like, I don't. I did dabble in trying to read tarot, but I just didn't connect with it very much. And again, like, a part of me wants to know, and the other part of me just wants to be oblivious. So yeah. And I have deja vu all the time. I mean, it hasn't been quite so bad the last few years, but I've had it a lot. So yeah, that's the time Misty was psychic. So we put our offer in June. We didn't close until like 3 days before Labor Day weekend. And we almost didn't close. Well, we had to go to Plano. Yeah, we went to Plano. Was it Plano? I think that's where we were. And it was just a mess. It was such a mess. And I was just like, oh my word. We went over there one day and half the fence had fallen over. I was like, it was a mess. And so, yeah. But the next time I tell you a story, it'll be about the time that I almost died at the Atlanta Aquarium. I didn't almost die, but you'll just have to wait and see what's going to happen. All right, week 1 done. I'm feeling good. We'll see what happens tomorrow with the Nimbral. Please, Lord, baby Jesus. If this is a big if nothing happens, if my blood sugar stays low, I'm gonna fast until Sunday. So that'll be 14 days. Then I will break my fast, and then hopefully I won't have to fast again like this. I mean, I'm not going to borrow trouble, but if I have to do this again, because I feel like I have to, because my sugars are high, I'm going to lose my brain, because I'm just ready. I'm just ready for things to go back to the way they were. I'm just ready. It's all right, guys. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow for day 8. Bye for now.